Potluck dinners are always fun, especially this time of year. And today we're going to show you how to make a dish that's loaded with fall flavors. And get this, you can make it ahead of time so there's no stress. I'm back with cooking instructor, Chef Sherry Swanson. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
So this is a great dish, and I know that you said the squash is just fabulous over at Jones's.
It is. It is. They have beautiful squash. They have all kinds of varieties that maybe you haven't seen before.
Let's talk about that because you have some examples in here.
do.
And usually I would use this as decoration.
Right.
I wouldn't even know what to do with it.
Well, they are beautiful, and that's one thing. They last a long time, so you can buy them for decoration, and then you can eat them.
Oh, great.
So we're going to start here on this end, because that's an acorn squash. I think most everyone is familiar with the acorn squash. And then next to that's the butternut squash, which we're going to use today.
Okay.
And then next to that is an amber cup squash.
I have never seen that before, ever.
They're delicious.
Really?
Really, really good. That's one of my favorites. And then next to it is like my #2 favorite, and that is a buttercup squash.
Okay.
You cut into it, it's kind of mustardy yellow inside, but it's so sweet and so delicious.
Yeah, they all
really
different
good.
flavors.
All have different flavors, yep. And then next to that is a dumpling squash, which is great to hollow out and stuff with deliciousness. Okay. And the one next to it, the long one, is a delicata. So all kinds of different squash that you can go out and give a try.
I got to ask you, I guess the first step would be to peel it, to cut it up. How do you get started with that?
Well, with the butternut squash, I actually use a knife. I cut the top part of it off, and then I shave it down this way. Okay. I find it's easier. But if you have a peeler that has a little teeth on it, that really helps with some of the thicker squashes. But actually with the acorn, I don't even peel them. Oh. I just wash them really well, and I slice them, and the peel is fine to eat.
Great. All right, well, show me how to get cooking today.
All right, so I've chopped up some butternut squash, and I'm going to put some beautiful fall flavors. We have some cumin, some cardamom, and a little bit of cinnamon. So we're going to put that on there. Nice spices. It'll make your whole house smell delicious.
Oh, good.
And then a little bit of olive oil, of course, and some salt and pepper. And then we'll mix that up. We're going to roast that at 400. This is probably only going to take about 15 minutes because you just want to...
How do you know when it's done?
You just stick a fork in it.
You do, and it goes right through?
And if it goes through nicely, you're ready. You don't want it to get mushy, so you take it out. So after you roast that, we're going to make our pasta. And I have a blend here. They have a lot of nice blends now of different things. So this has Israeli couscous in it. It has some baby garbanzo beans, and it has some lentils and a little bit of quinoa. So you just... This I happen to get at Trader Joe's, but all the stores now have their own blends of different grains. Okay. And you just cook that. Then when it's done, you want to cool it. So you'll run some water through it to cool the pasta off. I wouldn't do that if I were doing an Italian dish, but you can do it for a pasta salad.
Okay.
So now we're going to make our vinaigrette.
This is a unique tool. What is this?
It's just a really good whisk. I love that one.
Wow.
Really easy to use.
Okay.
So a little bit of mustard. And a little bit of maple syrup, because you can't get enough this time of year.
Sure.
A little bit of tangerine juice. That's a little bit different than you normally see. A little bit more. And then, again, with the salt and pepper.
Should I whisk this?
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Get started.
Oh, I do like this whisk.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
And then you can keep whisking, and I'll just drizzle in some olive oil.
Okay. Oh, I smell the tangerine. Does
that smell nice?
Yeah.
So that goes nice with the really earthy sweetness of the butternut squash. And that's it. Wow. That didn't take long, right?
No, pretty easy.
So it takes about 10 minutes to cook your grains. You drain them, you cool them with some cool water. You put a little vinaigrette on it, and then we're going to add all of these delicious flavors.
Oh, great.
So
you can go right in.
Dried cranberries if you want. These are dried cherries.
Okay.
And then we have our cooked squash. And then, since we're doing squash, I figured, why don't we go ahead and do pumpkin seeds?
I love that idea.
And any of the squash that are edible, you can also toast their seeds as well.
Should I give this a mix?
Give that a mix.
All
We'll
right.
put a little of the vinaigrette in there.
Oh, it smells great. What a nice dish here.
And this is great for a potluck because it has lots of flavor, lots of beautiful fall colors, but it's healthy.
Yeah.
Instead of bringing the mac and cheese and the potato salad that's got tons of mayonnaise in it and all the really heavy dishes, this is a very satisfying dish that's really healthy and colorful.
What a great recipe.
Thanks.
Sure, we're going to taste this at the end of the show, and of course we'll have it posted over at WTNH.com. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you.